Welcome to edition 2 of the Yeshua Gold Rose Codes Guided Meditation Journey.
Você pequena sutuata nyasa chipada upada nasikinya tuapa upiana sitiana ukupana tiana usanaya naskupa inakotu impata yutupa.
When you're ready, begin to make your way inward into your soul. Relaxing the body, the shoulders, relaxing the jaw, fingers and toes. Straighten our back if we're sitting, having our legs straight, not crossed if we're laying down. As we now begin to travel into ancient Greece to connect with the Olympians, with Yeshua, Archangel Michael, and the Legion of Archangels. Consciously breathing in through the nose, all the way through the body, and exhaling out of the mouth. As we begin, we are now on the other side of the portal where we left off from ancient Egypt. And here we are in ancient Greece with Yeshua and the angels. As we begin to journey through Greece, looking around at the magnificent structures, monuments, we begin to make our way into town. And as we walk through town, seeing all the beautiful men and women, as well as the kiddos, we stroll with Yeshua as he shares wisdom and codes during the journey and walk, telepathically receiving exactly what we need in this moment. As we make our way, over to this great library. And as we get closer to this great library, we can feel the ancient text, the knowledge, and the content of this library etherically. We arrive to the library. Archangel Michael travels in first to make sure of any protection and clearing with the blue flame. And we make our way and enter this great library in Greece. And as we enter, right away, we can notice sitting at a table is wonderful and amazing philosophers throughout time of Greece. Plato, Hermes Trismegistus, and more. They greet us and welcome us to sit at the table in this great library. So with Yeshua, we make our way over and we have a seat at the table. Plato and the other figures pull out these very sacred and very potent scrolls of knowledge and wisdom. They pull out these scrolls and set them on the table and open them. We begin to look over these scrolls and telepathically take in any messages, blueprints that are necessary.
Usata diamana shukupata Tayas dia papa ukupana I Nosotupata di Atotu paka Ia sutupa Ia kudaya Idi amatutupa Kia tutupa Ia tutupa Shkia tutupa.
This information transfers, awakens, and migrates perfectly and organically with our beings. Now that we have received these scrolls and information, we are now ready and prepared to bring our messages and transmissions up to Mount Olympus in the higher dimension of Greece to connect with and receive from the Greek Olympians of Mount Olympus. Yeshua? Who is that? Oh. I am Mercury, messenger of the Greek Olympians. It is an honor.
Ushkia tutuhesi tuba hasutuba utu ashikena tu bataya situ umiyana tukuba ukianataya isuko batayina sutuba ukubabayana satianta.
Staying with the breath as we welcome and embrace the presence, divine purpose and energy of Mercury, the wonderful, swift, divine messenger between realms. Mercury has arrived to help us transport up to Mount Olympus so that we, with Yeshua and Archangel Michael, may travel and connect with the Greek Olympians. So now, Mercury creates a teleportation device of etheric energy and places it upon our feet, and then this turns into a platform that begins to elevate us into the higher dimensions. Make our way through the clouds, and we begin to feel the radiance, the royalty, the divinity of Mount Olympus. Before we take a step into Mount Olympus, Mercury does a scan of our fields and begins to use his divine wisdom and intelligence of the truth and all that is to clear and upgrade our mind and mental energies before we arrive in front of the Olympians.
Usatayana kutu upaya shinutuba inyakiana tutu sanashike piyata ututupayana tayekitakuba usutu papashi nekianaka utupapayana koko asatiyata. Be free in your mind, open to all. Allow receptivity and to let go of expectation, obligation, or limitation. You are a vessel of the eternal spirit. You are possible with all that is possible. And yes, you are here now. And you may and can receive these codes through me and through the Olympians when you step in. Letting go
of third-dimensional limited beliefs, letting go of doubts, and opening ourselves to be open and free so that we may receive the divine purpose with these great beings of light. We now begin to step into the palace on Mount Olympus, feeling the radiant golden energy begin to fill through our pores all the way from our toes up, crystallizing and bringing beautiful sensation. And as we enter, looking around at the great sculptures, artwork, and other codes of art, the beautiful instruments, medicines, and more, and we make our way down the corridor until we make our way to two gigantic wooden doors. Mercury knocks on the door, and two guards open the doors. Looking around at this site, in this room, and before we know it, next thing you know, we are being met with two of the beautiful divine goddesses of Mount Olympus, Demeter and Aphrodite. They greet us with their divine feminine energies and now invite us to open up our layers so that they may nurture, cultivate, and harvest any energies that could be causing karmic density within our energy field. Demeter begins to pull out and release any emotional baggage that we may be carrying within our emotional body, harvesting and cultivating these energies into pure alchemical gold. Feel it coming off of your body, almost like chills, shaking off of your shoulders. I am letting go of the stored and buried emotions, as well as the wounded, attached, and karmic emotions that I am holding in my field. Thank you for the wisdom. Thank you for the experience. And thank you, Goddess Demeter, for harvesting what is in my field. Staying with the breath. Meanwhile, the goddess Aphrodite begins to work in unconditional love and beautiful, nurturing, and motherly healing energies, infusing our system with love of the most potent and purest, feeling this love beginning to fill any voids, any wounds, or any scattered parts of our emotions. Usupai anukupai ni anutlupa imatai sutupa liupu usati anutupa kiutua miatukupa puasatia kuashinyanatai utaya. Surrender these energies. Just allow yourself to receive, be and feel this unconditional love being replenished and reminded to your being. You are safe. You are loved. You are honored for the divine path that you walk. Allow yourself grace in this present now. You no longer have to be the caregiver for those around you. You no longer have to base your worth off of them or the outside world and how they feel and what they want. You no longer have to put yourself last. And now, with our emotional body being replenished, we begin to make our way through this room And then we make our way over and where we make our way over to, there are two royal thrones. And who is at these royal thrones? Well, none other than the king of the Olympians, Zeus, and the queen of the Olympians, Hera, divine masculine, divine feminine. Welcome. Miasa tupa nata kipataya sutupa na shutetia tu apanu sutupa shi enatuto kapa iktesi supati na shutupaka iti puto apa utota seti na kotupa yamatuta sana titi pupata shutupapa skita shutapu pero shutupapa titintu. As we embrace the divine king and queen of the gods, they reflect and mirror back to us the divine royalty that we are within. As they begin the complementary share their healing energies of balance, truth, and unconditional love. Zeus, with his lightning of divine light, channels his lightning energy into our auric field as it begins to purify, electrify, and ignite our divine masculine energies and manifestation traits. Feeling this lightning current balancing any shadows of our masculine traits. Clearing away any overdrive, any commanding, controlling energies, letting go of judgment, and letting go of forcing. So that we may be stable, firm, and grounded in truth, balance, and inner strength of a true spiritual warrior. Staying with the breath. protecting our feminine nature within and around. Holding love and peace for our feminine nature within and around. In correspondence to Zeus, his counterparts, Hera now shares her beautiful mystical star magic of the divine feminine as she begins to use her beauty and magic to replenish, to bring to balance and restore any of our suppressed feminine manifestation traits. Bringing beauty and elegance to the rough edges of our being, so that we may be soft and fluid and flow with our magic and creativity. Beginning to raise our Kundalini serpent energy up from the roots, cleansing to the sacral, to the solar plexus, to the heart center, through the higher heart, to the throat, the third eye, crown, and causal chakra. And at the causal chakra, Hera begins to give love and nurturing and softening to any subconscious patterns, beliefs, negative mindsets, as well as memories that may be distorting, polluting, and carrying a lot of weight in our subconscious mind. And with this softening of love, it also consumes and takes over any programming that shall be overwritten into purity of our organic nature of unconditional love. Yana sutupa iya mopata upata shipi apopo apa upaya iya tupa tua shipu tua papa iya lopo. And now our feminine traits and energies balance into a cohesive harmony with our masculine qualities. Staying with the breath through this process. Allowing and feeling the hemispheres of our brain rewiring and and balancing. And now we are recalibrated and rebalanced thanks to the Greek Olympians. Now it is time for us to give our thanks to Zeus and his counterpart, Hera. It is now time to leave and head out from the palace of Mount Olympus. We begin to make our way through the palace. As we make our way through the palace, we are given bows of reverence and honor from all of the Olympians, as well as other noble figures of Olympus. And as we travel, we make our way to the front door with Yeshua. At the front door, we are met by the wonderful sun god, Apollo. And Apollo is with us to give to us the gift of the power of the sun, so we may light our inner fire, feel our passion, and shine bright in the world as we descend down the dimensions to the third dimension reality. Give thanks to Apollo for this gift of light to eternally shine even stronger from within as we go through our journey in the human life. We now leave and exit the palace of Olympus, and we are now met with Archangel Michael, and as well as Michael, the great messenger god, Mercury. Mercury draws another teleportation platform. And through this platform, we now travel through a galactic portal with Yeshua and Archangel Michael. Woo! Wow. Yeshua, I tell you, man, what a journey this has been. Beautiful. Well, here we are as we leave off on this beautiful journey, as we'll continue. And as we continue, we are going to be journeying with Yeshua, Archangel Michael, through the Norse Viking civilization. Thank you for joining me. I am Marcus Crystallite of Sacred Light. This was the Greek edition on Christmas Day of Yeshua Gold Rose Codes, the guided meditation series. Leave your comments and feedback, as I love to hear your experience, and feel free to share any civilizations or galactic spaces that you would like to travel. Wholeness, balance, love.